Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're decoding a major technological shift that's literally rewiring how we interact, how we do business, and honestly, how we go about our daily routines. We are talking about the age of programmable trust. Now, for years, you've probably associated blockchain strictly with volatile cryptocurrencies. But spoiler alert, the underlying tech behind all of that, these revolutionary digital agreements, they're moving far, far beyond crypto and are pretty much about to change the very foundation of everyday life.
So let's kick things off with a pretty fundamental question. How do we actually build trust? Because when you really think about it, our entire world just runs on agreements. We buy products, we rent apartments, we hire workers. But how do we confidently make these deals with total strangers across the globe without second-guessing every single step or, wondering if we're going to get scammed?
Historically, we've leaned heavily on traditional middlemen to solve that. Think banks, lawyers, brokers, government agencies. But man, those traditional systems come with a massive amount of friction. Just think about rigid business hours, insanely complex cross-border legal rules, and just endless piles of paperwork. They're often incredibly slow, surprisingly expensive because of all those middlemen fees, highly prone to human error, and alarmingly vulnerable to fraud. It's just a system that is absolutely begging for an upgrade.
So, now that we know exactly where the friction is, here is our roadmap for today. 1. The problem with trust. 2. Meet the smart contract. 3. Real-world, everyday applications. 4. Powering emerging markets. And finally, 5. The future of trust.
All right, let's jump into Section 1. Meet the smart contract.
Honestly, the absolute easiest way to wrap your head around how this tech works is just to think of a simple vending machine. Step 1, you insert your money. Step 2, you select your product. Step 3, you receive the item. The machine operates on basic, unbendable if-then logic. If the exact right amount of money is verified, then the snack drops. There's no cashier taking a commission, there's no manager double-checking the inventory, and there's definitely no negotiation happening. The agreement executes itself precisely as it was programmed.
Which brings us to our formal definition. A smart contract is simply a digital agreement stored on a blockchain that automatically carries out instructions when certain conditions are met. And because it lives on a blockchain, it absolutely cannot be secretly altered, hacked, or tampered with after the fact. The crucial thing to remember here is that they don't think. They aren't some artificial intelligence. They just impartially follow predefined rules without any bias, emotion, or delay.
And this is where it gets really exciting. We're taking this self-executing technology and stepping right out of the digital realm and into the physical aisles of our everyday lives. From the grocery store to your doctor's office, this tech is quietly working behind the scenes, creating a world where trust is actually built right into the infrastructure itself.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 2. Real-world, everyday applications.
Let's talk real estate first. Anyone who has ever bought or rented a home knows the traditional way means exhausting paperwork, endless intermediaries like title companies and escrow agents, and just weeks of stressful delays. But compare that to smart contract real estate. The logic becomes beautifully simple. If the payment is verified, then transfer the digital ownership. That's it. It's automated, completely transparent, and nearly instant. It literally takes a multi-week headache and all those massive middleman fees completely out of one of life's biggest transactions. Or consider healthcare. Right now, our medical records are typically locked away in these fragmented data silos, and a simple insurance claim can take months of just frustrating back and forth to get processed. The smart way completely flips this dynamic. It puts patient-controlled, highly secure records right in the palm of your hand. You can grant temporary, trackable access to your doctor, and even better, insurance payouts don't need an adjuster to manually review a file anymore. They can trigger automatically the very second a verified treatment code enters the system. Education is another massive one. The old way is constantly plagued by lost paper records and the very real global problem of forged degrees. But we're talking about replacing all of that with permanent, unalterable digital records on a blockchain. This means employers don't need to waste weeks conducting manual background checks anymore. They can instantly cryptographically verify your genuine credentials with zero paperwork. It completely cuts out certificate fraud and saves literally everyone a ton of time. And you absolutely can't ignore supply chains. Traditional ones are notoriously plagued by delayed payments to suppliers and counterfeit goods slipping into the market. I mean, just imagine the sheer danger of counterfeit pharmaceuticals. But with a smart contract supply chain, we get total, unhackable traceability. Tracking a product step by step from the source right to the consumer heavily combats fakes.
On top of that, automated payments completely eliminate the 30 to 90-day waiting period suppliers usually have to endure just to get paid, keeping global commerce moving flawlessly.
Moving right along to Section 3, powering emerging markets. Now, this technology isn't just a shiny efficiency upgrade for massive corporations. It actually acts as a massive equalizer. Let's underscore the global stakes for a second. Millions. There are literally millions of people around the world right now who lack access to traditional financial services, reliable banking, or even basic identification. For them, traditional trust systems just do not exist. Smart contracts step in to offer an accessible, mobile-first digital alternative that bridges that enormous gap.
Let's put a human face on this. Imagine a traditional freelance payment scenario versus a smart contract escrow. A graphic designer sitting in Lagos can use a smart contract to guarantee automatic payment from a client all the way over in Singapore. The client locks the funds in, the designer delivers the work, and the contract basically acts as an impartial judge, automatically releasing the money. It builds instant confidence between total strangers separated by thousands of miles, ensuring absolutely nobody gets scammed.
And we see the exact same breakthrough happening in international trade. Think about these steps. Step 1, a Nigerian business owner buying goods locks their funds into a smart contract. Step 2, a supplier in Vietnam delivers the product. Step 3, the payment automatically releases upon verified delivery. Traditionally, pulling this off required super costly letters of credit from banks that took forever to clear. But now, they just built cross-border trust instantly, with zero excessive banking fees or massive processing delays.
It's even flipping agriculture on its head. Take a local cocoa farmer, for instance. Instead of dealing with middlemen who constantly delay their income, the farmer relies on that if-then logic. If the delivery is verified, then they get paid instantly. It ensures incredibly transparent tracking from the farm straight to the market and streamlines all that messy export documentation. By cutting out those rent-seeking middlemen, way more profit stays with the actual local producers. It's a fundamental game-changer for local economies.
Okay, let's wrap things up with Section 4, the future of trust.
Looking ahead, these smart contracts are rapidly becoming the invisible backbone of our entire digital economy. Picture a smart home that's inherently connected to a blockchain network. Your automated utility payments, water usage, electricity bills, they're all seamlessly settled in the background, microtransaction by microtransaction, based on your exact real-time usage. No manual admin required, and absolutely no late fees to ever worry about again.
Or, and this is super cool, think about the creator economy. We are rapidly moving toward a world of instant creator royalties. Today, artists often wait months to navigate really opaque payout structures. Imagine being a musician or a video creator and receiving your exact, fair share of revenue deposited right into your wallet automatically, the literal second your song is streamed or your art is viewed. It fundamentally repairs how creators are compensated.
But perhaps the most profound shift is around secure digital identities. Imagine a future where citizens carry a portable, cryptographically secure digital identity. You could instantly access government services, verify your qualifications, or even participate in secure, tamper-proof voting systems, all without a single piece of paper or physical ID card. It is a complete and total reimagining of civic trust.
Which brings us to one final thought to leave you with today. Are you ready for the age of programmable trust? Because this invisible layer of if-then technology is stepping out of the digital shadows right now, and it's going to reshape pretty much every agreement in your own life, eliminating those middlemen, killing the friction, and building a much more transparent world. Thank you so much for exploring this source material with me on this explainer, and I will definitely catch you on the next one.